Donald Trump has to be kicking himself for picking JD Vance to be the vice president individual on the Republican ticket. It was said that reporting was out there that he was leaning toward the Doug Burgum guy from North Dakota, but ended up because of pressure from Don Jr. and Eric Trump, the genius, the brain trust of the Trumps, they pressured him to pick JD Vance because they traffic in maybe even more radical circles online than Donald Trump does. And now the American people have really, they're showing their hand and their displeasure at the pick. And I want to read this headline from the Daily Beast. JD Vance officially has a lower favorability rating than Sarah Palin. I mean, look, Donald Trump wants to be record-setting, and no one's ever seen the likes of which no one's blah, blah, blah. He loves to be the first and the most and the biggest and the best. Well, he has done something that no one else has done before, and it's picked JD Vance, who has a higher unfavorability rating than anybody else who's ever been picked to be vice president. Here's the article. Ohio Senator JD Vance is now the most unpopular vice presidential nominee in modern history, soaring past former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin's unfavorability ratings during the 2008 campaign. According to 538's polling tracker, Vance had a negative 3-point net favorability / unfavorability rating among the public at large in July when he was selected as former President Trump's running mate. His net favorability has deteriorated significantly since then, now sitting at negative 9.3 points. Do you remember Sarah Palin? I mean, I wish we could all collectively forget Sarah Palin and her just trash family, her quitting her job as Alaska governor halfway through her term to go do a reality show. Just no sense of duty, no sense of pride, no sense of a job well done. She was a clout chaser, like maybe the original clout chaser in the Republican Party, who came to fame in a Tea Party movement that was mired in, that was rooted in, that was founded upon white supremacy and racist memes surrounding Barack Obama. Governor Palin, who ran alongside 2008 Republican nominee John McCain, only reached a net favorability rating of negative 2 points during the campaign, according to ABC News, 538's parent company. Palin's favorability dropped even further in the years after the campaign, according to Gallup polls for the time, with as many as 52% of respondents reporting an unfavorable opinion of the Alaska governor by 2010. Vance's net favorability was also lower than Hillary Clinton's running mate, Senator Tim Kaine, who had a negative 4-point rating on the eve of the 2016 election. Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz, the current governor of Minnesota, has had a much smaller rollout, according to the aggregator, although both his favorability and unfavorability ratings have risen since he entered the ticket earlier this month. Walz still has a 4.7-point net favorability, despite weeks of Republican attacks on his military service record and policies as governor. So, here's this. This is the poll they're talking about from 538 and ABC. We'll put this on screen. As of August 15th, this is updated as of just yesterday, 9.1. 9, do Americans have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of JD Vance? Unfavorable, 42.6%. Favorable, 33%, which that number should be familiar to you because Donald Trump's approval rating, which really never fluctuates because it's MAGA, it's the cult that love him and will defend anything he does, any disrespect of the troops, any promise to terminate the Constitution, any vow to be a dictator on day one, they're here for it. That hovers around 32 to 34%. And that's right in that area. 33.4% love them some JD Vance. They love him about as much as he loves couches. And it really puts into perspective how much he is disliked by the American people and where the American people's mind is collectively, that they don't like him more than they don't like Sarah Palin. Congratulations, JD Vance. You've achieved something, sir. Good job. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Please consider joining the channel member family, helping support and helping produce this work. For $2 a month, you can do just that. Click the join button below, see what's involved. I would appreciate it very much. If you're already on Patreon, maybe given to a creator there. I am also there, and you can give there, help support this work. It is patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. After all that, you're still in for it. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. And I'll see you next time. I hope you have favorable feelings about me. I hope they're higher than JD Vance's. Who knows, though? You never can tell. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.